Oh no, the red is shut, the road is shut. Red is shut down. Red is shut down because his route has, it's all gone up in smoke for him. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Oh dear.
I forgot on the way to Bedford they closed the road off.
Whoops. Right, well, hello everybody, how are you? I hope you're all safe, I hope you are all well. Uncle Red has just treated me to a breakfast, a vegan breakfast, a vegan sausage roll. Oh, from a lovely little coffee place here in Newport Pagnell. So thank you so much, Red, really appreciate it. What are we talking about today? Well, tomorrow, although by the time you're watching this it would have been like last week, but tomorrow is my birthday, and as most of you are aware, it's been a very eventful year so far. Unfortunately I suffered another heart issue, or the same heart issue, but just again having been clear of heart issues for about 4 years. I think 4 years was what is happening here. 4 years I was clear of any heart issues. We managed to sort of get it all under control, and then unfortunately it struck again very recently, and it's left me thinking, it's left me being quite mindful, you know. And so I apologise if this video is a little bit philosophical or whatever, but I want to talk about the things that I would expect to see in my lifetime. Now, unfortunately, these aren't all going to be good things. Some of them will be bad things, but they are bad things that I unfortunately do expect to happen. For those of you wondering, I would like to, and I know this sounds silly being still the wrong end of 30, I am still in my 20s, but I would like to live to at least 70. Only reason because as I sort of look at 70 years as a full life, I look at 70 years like, yep, that's it. You can't complain. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, that might be totally different for everybody else, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, if I hit 70, I'll be like, cool. I won't want to die at 70, but if I hit 70, I'll want to be like, cool. Speaking of, that's why. Even when I'm 70, I want to be doing that. But yeah, every year after that for me would be a bonus. I'm sure I'll think differently when I hit that age. Oh, is that a Kia Sportage? I'll tell you what, before I hit 70, I would love to own a Kia Sportage. It will happen. It will happen. Expectancy number 1. I expect in my lifetime to see autonomous cars, I've probably butchered that word, but driverless cars become a much more common thing. If anything, quite a common thing. Now, I'm not one of these people who think I'm going to live to see flying cars or anything silly like that, but I think I will see driverless cars become more common. In Milton Keynes, they were already testing driverless cars, so that was interesting to be on the road, and I was like looking in all the mirrors, looking in all the windows, being like, any one of these could not have a human being in it, and how would I react? So I think that will happen. I think they'll become much more common, and hopefully I'll get to see that for myself. I don't think that will happen soon. That'll probably be when I'm quite old, but it's fine. It'd still be cool to see. Expectancy number 2. It's going to have to be something about electric vehicles, but I don't care too much about electric cars or anything like that. But electric motorcycles, I mean, obviously they're on the market now, so it's not new technology. It's quite old technology that we're just developing repeatedly now. But I think what I don't know, because I can't ever see them putting a ban on like petrol or diesel, but at the same time I don't actually know what the goal is. Like, I don't know what's the end goal of all this. Surely it must be to stop us like driving and riding petrol and diesel powered vehicles. But then I don't know where the money comes from. Although saying that, I'm sure it's going to be all put on, you know, duty tax or something. Somehow they'll find a way to tax the electric, the government. So what I think I'm trying to say is, maybe, I don't know actually with this one, I don't know really why I've included it, but maybe I'll start seeing in my lifetime, maybe I'll get to see, unfortunately, maybe the ban on certain vehicles. Like if you've got a, I don't know, a fucking 2-litre turbo diesel or something, maybe they won't let you drive it. I don't know. All I know is they're going to have to come up with scrappage schemes galore if what I'm saying is true. Kia Sportage, that certainly, that if that gets banned, I riot. Expectancy number 3 is, I fully expect in my lifetime for London, the City of London, to become completely privatised. What I mean by that is nobody owns anything. I mean, literally everything is just owned by the government, because they're talking, I mean, the plan is already there to have, something fall off Red's bike, the plan is already in place to have no private vehicles in London by like 2035, and nobody owns anything there anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's all investmentally owned and everything like that, and the people don't own absolutely anything anymore, especially in London. So it's a weird one, probably not one that I should care about too much, obviously not living in London, but I do like going to London. So expectancy number 4 is obviously, you know, climate change and global warming is highlighted to us quite a lot nowadays. The heating up of the planets, the weird seasons that we have going on, and the recent heat wave in the UK is sort of just, I don't know, it's brought that back into the spotlight. It's re-highlighted everything, and some countries are doing some stuff to obviously try and help that matter, others aren't. I'm not going to get all into that. However, scientists have already proved that for some of us it is too late, that climate change has now had such an effect, the sea levels will rise to such an extent that we will lose some land. Now that's not abnormal, you know, it happens anyway. A lot of areas I've been to, even in my lifetime now, my relatively short lifetime, I have been to Cornwall a few times, and I've seen cliff edges that I can't name any of them, but you know, where the sea has repeatedly smashed and smashed and smashed against the walls and the cliffs, and eventually it all corrodes and it falls down, and it, you know, all of that, as it does in the, wherever the ice is, the North Pole for example. I don't know what I'm saying. But yes, what I'm trying to hint at is that in my lifetime I probably expect to see the unfortunate end of some islands and possibly areas of some countries. I'm not an expert, so I don't know how much it will affect. But yeah, I think I read somewhere that it will affect areas of the UK. That some areas of the UK could be under the ocean. I just don't know whether that's in my lifetime, so I won't say I expect to see it in the UK, but I probably do expect to read it in the see it in the news, read it in the newspaper, whatever, that it's happened elsewhere. Number 5, obviously, as a lot of you know, I'm an avid football fan. I love my football. So expectancy number 5 is I fully expect in my lifetime to see England win a World Cup. That's right, you heard it here first. Obviously the World Cup is happening this winter. It's going to be strange, you know, because it's obviously not in the summer, but yes, it's being held in Qatar, so it'll be interesting to see how the boys get on. But we got a good squad, just got to get behind them, None of this stupid silliness that we get when we lose in the final of the Euros. That was ridiculous. None of this fan trouble either. Stuff like that makes us not deserve to win, and it just doesn't do anything for the young lads that are on the pitch at the moment. Think what you will of Gareth Southgate. I'm not his biggest fan, but he is the manager, so he'll have my full backing until the day he either leaves or is sacked. So there you go, 5 expectancies in my lifetime. Let me know in the comments what you expect to see in your lifetime. Some of you obviously are a bit older than me, but some of you might be a bit younger than me, although my analytics say most of you, if not, I think like 90% of you are definitely older than me. It's not an insult, you're more experienced, like a fine wine. And yeah, let me know what you expect, because you might say some smart things that I've missed off. In fact, you probably all will say smart things that I've missed off, because intelligence not high. Tell you what is high, the temperature of my sprint. God, it's baking. Let's get moving. But yes, let me know in the comments what you expect to see in your lifetime. Let me know what you think of the 5 things I expect to see in mine. As always, give it a like if you enjoyed it. If not, well, do whatever. And if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. And why not head over to Instagram at TheRhythmicBiker and drop me a follow. As always, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, and until the next time, cheers.